Hello and welcome to The Perspectives of the Bible. Today, we are embarking on an incredibly exciting and transformative journey. This journey is all about diving into a compelling topic that resonates profoundly within every aspect of our daily existence and touches the very core of our moral and ethical frameworks. Beyond the Pulpit, what the Bible says about everyday ethics. Before we commence this important discussion, I would like to extend a warm invitation to you to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on notifications to stay connected with all our latest and future content. Our mission here is to uncover, embrace, and appreciate the vast and rich treasures of biblical teachings, particularly how these timeless principles intricately interweave into the fabric of our everyday lives and experiences, informing our decisions and interactions at every turn. As we begin this exploration together, you may find yourself pondering a significant and deeply thought-provoking question. What does the Bible genuinely communicate about how we navigate the complex and often unpredictable challenges we routinely face on a day-to-day basis? It is essential to recognize that many individuals tend to view religious teachings as being confined to specific locales, the sacred walls of a church, for instance, or the Sundays marked by the delivery of eloquent sermons. However, this limited view is inherently flawed. The Bible overflows with wisdom and guidance that directly informs our ethical choices, actions, and decisions in a multitude of everyday situations we encounter and grapple with on a regular basis. The scriptures hold a steadfast commitment to fostering honesty in our interactions with others and encourage us to express compassion, particularly for those who may be struggling through challenging and difficult circumstances in their lives. Biblical principles emphasize a comprehensive approach to ethics that extends well beyond the pulpit, actively challenging our daily interactions and in the surrounding environments we engage in. It is essential to grasp that these ethical standards are not merely lofty ideals or distant aspirations. Instead, they encompass practical instructions that reflect a way of living deeply rooted in integrity, fairness, and, above all else, love toward one another. Throughout this video, we will delve into these significant truths and explore how they apply strikingly to the real-life scenarios that you, along with many others in your circles, inevitably face as you navigate your days. A striking and foundational aspect of biblical ethics lies in its solid grounding in love and the crucial importance of fostering a robust sense of community among people. According to the scriptures, the very bedrock of ethical behavior is encapsulated in the concept of love for God, love for oneself, and love for one another. This intertwined notion is not limited solely to grand gestures of kindness or monumental acts of charity. Rather, it permeates our daily choices and actions, significantly influencing how we interact with those around us and navigate the intricacies of interpersonal relationships, especially during challenging times. Take a moment to reflect on how we treat strangers within our communities, how we address conflicts that may arise, or how we offer support to our neighbors during their times of acute need and vulnerability. It's in these moments that love truly shines through our actions. Throughout our discussion today, we will reference a diverse array of biblical texts that encapsulate these ethical teachings in ways that are profound and relatable to our lives. Many of the passages you encounter may resonate deeply with your personal experiences and interactions, or even provoke a moment of self-reflection regarding your actions and decisions as they currently stand in the light of these teachings. As we dissect this thoughtful subject together, let us bear in mind that ethical living is not a destination, but rather an ongoing and dynamic journey, one filled with opportunities for continual growth, learning, and introspection, rather than merely a one-time objective we fervently hope to achieve. So take a moment to gather your thoughts, perhaps grab a notebook if it aids your learning, and prepare to discover how the scriptures can inform and transform your daily decision-making in remarkable and impactful ways. Just as we glean invaluable insights from our pastors during thoughtful sermons, we can also uncover profound wisdom from the Word of God that offers guidance and clarity as we navigate the complexities of our everyday lives and relationships, helping us make decisions that are ethically sound and spiritually enriching. Stay tuned with us as we delve deeper into the first principle of biblical ethics in the next segment, where we will explore the essential concepts of honesty and integrity with clarity and depth, enriching our understanding and appreciation of these vital ethical teachings, allowing us to apply them in ways that uplift our character and the communities we inhabit. Welcome back to The Perspectives of the Bible. In this segment, we are going to dive even deeper into the myriad ways the profound teachings of the Bible continuously inform our everyday ethical decisions and shape our moral landscapes. It is indeed fascinating to recognize that the Bible isn't merely a historical document or a spiritual guide designated solely for the confines of a church. Rather, it serves as an infinite reservoir of ethical wisdom that speaks directly to the multitude of dilemmas and challenges we encounter on a daily basis in our modern lives. By proactively engaging with these teachings, we can foster a deeper understanding of our values and their impact on our actions. One of the core teachings that resonate thoroughly throughout the pages of the Bible is none other than the Golden Rule, which you can find beautifully encapsulated in the book of Matthew 7 verse 12. So in everything, do unto others what you would have them do unto you. This principle serves as a foundational touchstone for moral decision-making and ethical living across various cultures, religions, and traditions. Just stop for a moment and consider the kind of world we could cultivate if everyone consciously practiced this powerful rule. It is entirely likely that conflicts would diminish, understanding would deepen, and relationships across our diverse communities could genuinely thrive in harmony. But let's pause and ask ourselves, what does it actually mean to embody and live out this principle in our everyday lives? For instance, consider the workplace, which often presents challenging situations, nudging us to prioritize profit over people. When you observe a colleague struggling with a project, do you take a moment to lend a helping hand, even when it may slow down your personal progress? Acting ethically, in alignment with the framework of the Golden Rule, compels us to take into account not only our personal interests, but also encourages us to actively support others during their moments of need. This practice not only fosters a collaborative work environment, but also cultivates a valuable sense of community, wherein everyone feels recognized, appreciated, and valued for their contributions and efforts, creating a network of support that benefits all. Another pivotal biblical teaching resides in the powerful words of Micah 6 verse 8, where we receive clear guidance in the form of a query. He has shown you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. The call to act justly speaks directly to our ethical obligation to treat others with unwavering fairness and to assume the role of advocates for those who may not possess the means or ability to help themselves. By doing so, we uplift others, fostering a compassionate community that serves everyone. As you reflect on the ethical implications of this teaching within the context of your own personal life, consider instances such as standing up against injustice within your community or extending a helping hand to a friend grappling with financial distress. To act justly means not only incorporating fairness into our actions, but also transforming ourselves into advocates for the well-being and dignity of others. Through consistent practice, we initiate ripples of positive change that influence those around us to embrace and embody the same vital principles of justice and mercy, encouraging a cycle of ethical living that can uplift entire communities. Moreover, the empowering concept of mercy, as presented in this verse, serves as a gentle reminder that we are all human and fallible by nature. This invites us to practice forgiveness, not just directed towards others, but also towards ourselves. Reflect on how often we find ourselves burdened by guilt or resentment stemming from past actions or decisions that we wish we could alter. Within this context, the Bible prompts us to release that emotional weight, paving the way for healing and reconciliation to take root in our lives and relationships, enabling growth and improved interactions with those we care about. Living ethically in our day-to-day lives is not solely about rigid adherence to written laws or doctrines. It is fundamentally about embodying principles of justice and mercy, transforming our interactions into genuine reflections of the core of these biblically anchored values. As we continue navigating through our lives, let's take a moment to reflect on how these teachings can significantly impact our perspectives and decisions concerning the daily choices and challenges that we inevitably face, acting as reminders to bring love and care into every situation we encounter. Continuing onward in our enlightening journey through the expansive landscape of biblical ethics, let's take a substantial amount of time to deeply explore the significant concept of humility. This quality is profoundly underscored in various scriptures throughout the Bible and serves as a foundation for understanding our ethical conduct. The notion of walking humbly with God, as elucidated in Micah 6 verse 8, holds tremendous significance for our ethical framework and understanding. Humility isn't merely about acknowledging our limitations or publicly admitting our faults. It fundamentally entails valuing others around us and recognizing their inherent worth as equal to our own, fostering a genuine sense of respect and dignity. In our fast-paced and often overwhelming world, it can be all too easy to develop a self-centered mindset that fosters individualism or to fall into the trap of believing that we are somehow more important or deserving than those around us. However, the Bible powerfully counters this skewed perspective, challenging us to fully embrace humility in all our interactions, whether that's in the workplace, in social settings, or within the intimate realms of our personal relationships. Philippians 2 verses 3 to 4 offers us a profound lesson worth meditating on. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others. This instructive passage serves as a compass guiding our behavioral choices. For many, This principle of humility may indeed feel counterintuitive. We often find ourselves naturally inclined to prioritize self-promotion and personal achievements in our many pursuits. Nevertheless, in the realm of work, for instance, humility can emerge as an invaluable asset. Reflect on how a humble leader can inspire trust, loyalty, and respect among team members and coworkers alike. When we willingly place the well-being of others above our own ambitions, we create an environment where collaboration, creativity, and innovation can genuinely thrive, ultimately benefiting everyone involved and encouraging a culture of mutual respect and understanding. In the context of personal relationships, the value of humility becomes equally critical. For example, when a disagreement arises between you and a loved one, approaching the situation with a humble heart can organically pave the way for productive dialogue and mutual understanding. It opens up a safe space where both parties feel seen, heard, and valued, allowing them to articulate their feelings without the fear of judgment or retaliation. This approach nurtures credible empathy and demonstrates the potential for reconciliation, inviting heartfelt connections that are built on trust and respect. Furthermore, let's not underestimate the fundamental role that honesty plays in the profound ethical teachings found within the Bible. The book of Proverbs succinctly captures this essential concept beautifully in Proverbs 12 verse 22, stating, "The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy." Time and time again, in our pursuit of success and achievement, we may find ourselves tempted to distort the truth or exaggerate our accomplishments. These seemingly minor compromises can lead us down paths far removed from the ethical roads that God calls us to walk, challenging our integrity and reputation. Integrity remains pivotal in nurturing enduring relationships and establishing credibility, both personally and professionally. When we commit ourselves to genuine honesty in our actions and decisions, we're not merely adhering to moral guidelines imposed from outside, we're also setting a compelling example and standard for those around us. People are instinctually drawn to authenticity and sincerity, gravitating toward individuals who embody trustworthiness and genuinely held values, creating bonds that enrich our lives. Lastly, let's pause to touch upon compassion, a vital concept that resonates profoundly throughout the entirety of the Bible. Compassion goes far beyond merely feeling pity for someone in need. It encompasses taking meaningful and impactful actions to carefully aid those who are suffering. In Colossians 3 verse 12, we are reminded to clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. These virtues are absolutely crucial and greatly needed, particularly during times when our society encounters numerous hardships and challenging obstacles. In the speed and frenzy of our lives, filled with distractions, responsibilities, and the noise of routine, it's easy to overlook the pain and struggles that persist around us. However, by cultivating a spirit of genuine compassion, we can inspire empathy and meaningful support within our communities and social circles. This notion calls us to be proactive in helping others, whether through volunteering at local organizations, providing emotional support to a friend in sudden distress, or simply being present and attentive to the needs of those in our immediate lives. Each act of compassion can make a significant difference, rippling outward to touch many lives positively. As we thoughtfully reflect on the powerful call to humility, honesty, and compassion, let's ask ourselves, how can we take practical steps to truly integrate these powerful virtues into our daily routines, creating a more ethical, empathic, and compassionate world in the process? Exploring these questions can foster deep insights and inspire us to take action. As we approach the conclusion of our engaging discussions surrounding everyday ethics in daily life according to the illuminating insights found within the pages of the Bible, it is crucial to recognize the paramount importance of actively applying these teachings in practical, tangible ways. Every single choice we make, from how we interact with our neighbors to our conduct in various professional settings, can embody the rich biblical principles that graciously guide our lives. The Golden Rule serves as a powerful reminder. Therefore, whatever you want men to do to you, do also to them, as articulated in Matthew 7 verse 12. This simple yet profound teaching urges us to thoughtfully consider the significant impact of our actions on those around us. It is not merely a religious guideline, it is a tangible pathway toward nurturing a more compassionate and just society for everyone, where empathy reigns supreme. Let's not overlook the immense importance of honesty and integrity, recognized as hallmarks of a faithful life thoughtfully lived in accordance with the scriptures. Proverbs 11 verse 1 boldly states, "The Lord hates dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him." This powerful statement resonates deeply in our everyday lives and guides us through various interactions, ranging from business dealings to personal relationships. By wholeheartedly embracing the importance of honesty, we unlock the potential to cultivate trust, build stronger communities, and forge meaningful networks that can withstand the tests of time and challenges that may arise. Moreover, the Bible continually encourages us to pursue justice and mercy, as emphasized in Micah 6 verse 8. He has shown you, O mortal, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. In our everyday actions and decisions, we must actively seek justice, not merely for our own individual sakes, but also for the marginalized, vulnerable, and oppressed individuals within our communities. This enduring principle illustrates how biblical teachings extend far beyond the church walls, compelling us to become proactive and engaged advocates for fairness, equality, and kindness, working collectively toward a more equitable society. Finally, let us take a valuable moment to reflect on the deeper intentions underlying our collective actions. Galatians 6 verse 7 offers a profound reminder: do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. This insightful statement reinforces the notion that our ethical conduct is deeply rooted in our intentions and motivations. Practicing kindness, generosity, and understanding will ultimately lead us toward a more fulfilling and peaceful existence, one in which our communities flourish amid genuine care and mutual respect for one another, and where individual actions contribute to the greater good. Let's consider these teachings not just as principles to adopt, but as a way of life to fully immerse ourselves in, allowing our choices and actions to elegantly reflect the core values that define a life rich in biblical integrity and virtue. Each day presents us with a fresh opportunity to live out these teachings, making the world a better, more loving place for everyone involved. Through dedication and commitment, we can truly embody these teachings, serving as beacons of light for those around us, guiding them toward a path of enhanced ethical living and compassionate interactions. Now that we are actively applying these ethical lessons derived from the Bible into our daily lives, it's paramount that we embrace the critical idea of reflection and continuous growth. Taking the time to thoughtfully contemplate our individual actions and decisions helps us assess whether they align sincerely with our deeply held values and beliefs. Regular self-evaluation, perhaps facilitated through prayer or moments dedicated to meditation, enables us to identify specific areas in our lives where meaningful improvements can be made, empowering us to make necessary amendments if required. This ongoing process of continual improvement mirrors the biblical understanding of repentance. Not merely an apology or acknowledgement of mistakes, but a transformational change that empowers us to grow and evolve into the individuals we aspire to become. It is equally important for us to cultivate safe, open, and supportive environments where these enlightening discussions can occur freely and respectfully. By engaging meaningfully with our families, friends, and communities in thoughtful dialogues surrounding biblical ethics, we encourage collective growth, learning, and mutual understanding. These meaningful conversations can lead to deeper comprehension and a robust commitment to living out these crucial ethical principles through our daily actions. Through this structured approach, we create a culture that places ethical behavior grounded in faith and biblical wisdom as esteemed priorities, reinforcing the importance of aligning our actions with our beliefs. Moreover, as we champion these noble ideals, let's recognize that our actions hold the power to inspire those around us. Living ethically emerges as a radiant beacon of light amid the overwhelming challenges of our world, illuminating the remarkable power of the biblical narrative in shaping our moral character and guiding our lives. When we candidly share our experiences of ethical decision-making or recount our struggles with maintaining integrity, we not only validate the experiences of others who may be facing similar challenges, but we also establish a supportive framework that effectively empowers everyone involved in their respective journeys toward ethical living. In conclusion, as we wrap up our enlightening discussion, let's commit to taking tangible and meaningful steps that ensure our daily choices and actions genuinely reflect the teachings found within the sacred Bible. Let's strive to be the light in our communities, embodying the values of love, honesty, justice, and integrity, values that hold the transformative potential not only to redefine our lives, but also to positively influence the lives of those around us. Every little action counts as we work toward this goal together, turning our ethical intentions into tangible realities. As we reflect on our rich journey thus far, let's consider practical ways in which we can implement these principles into our routines and relationships, fostering an environment that celebrates ethical living and biblical integrity. Together, we can work towards a world where kindness, compassion, and justice reign supreme for all, creating a legacy of ethical commitments that inspire future generations to do likewise. In wrapping up this thorough exploration of everyday ethics through a biblical lens, it is incredibly important to recognize that these teachings are not confined solely to figures of authority or revered religious scholars. Each one of us holds the unique power and potential to effect significant and meaningful changes in the world surrounding us. Whether through simple acts of authentic kindness, substantial actions advocating for justice, or daily choices that consistently reflect our ethical values, the individual and collective choices we make can manifest ripple effects that meaningfully extend throughout our communities. Recognition of this power invites us to take action and live out our principles. To encapsulate everything we've discussed thus far, embodying biblical ethics is fundamentally about leading with love, acting with integrity, earnestly seeking justice for all, and inspiring those around us to do the same. It's about effectively integrating these timeless principles into every single facet of our lives, fostering an awareness of the significant influence we have, not only as unique individuals, but also as a connected community striving for a more compassionate and just world that reflects the heart of biblical teachings. Let's take this enlightening conversation back into our everyday spheres of influence. Engage openly with your loved ones around the dinner table, challenge one another to embrace and embody these virtuous principles in all interactions, and commit to continuing to grow together in mutual support and encouragement. The Bible offers a treasure trove of timeless wisdom that can undoubtedly guide our ethical journeys, but it is through our conscientious actions that this wisdom takes root, flourishes, and becomes a living testament to the powerful messages enshrined within its sacred pages. As we part ways today, I invite you to reflect on one actionable step you can take this week to actively live out these biblical ethics in your own life. No matter how small or seemingly insignificant, every step counts and every action matters immensely. As we commit to these meaningful actions, we help cultivate a world that genuinely reflects the profound love and enduring justice that the Bible embodies at its very core, treating each other with kindness and respect. Thank you for joining us today on The Perspectives of the Bible. Always remember, the journey of ethical living is an ongoing and dynamic process, and together we can dive even deeper into what the scriptures have to impart about leading a meaningful, impactful, and ethical life, one conscious choice at a time. Let's move forward together with purpose and intention, creating a world where the teachings of the Bible not only inspire us, but also lead us toward a future marked by hope, love, and continuous ethical advancement, enriching our lives and